How's everybody doing on this wonderful, beautiful, extraordinary Shabbat? I'm your host, Big Truck, here at the King's Table is where we talk about it, where we have men discussion and we let it loose. No judgment, no nothing, just straight talk. I had an amazing time with family last couple of days. One of the things that really touched me was love. Being able to elaborate, talk, spend time, and do the things what you do with family. Have discussions. Then, let's shift gears a little bit. I was able to share. Say, what do you mean by sharing? I gotta cut my beat on. Sharing, to me, is simple. Being able to let your soul speak and others to receive what you have to say. And I just feel relieved. Just relieved when I'm around family and we're gelling, we're conversating. Things are shared. Then I checked my email today, and I received an email, and it was from Essence, and it entitled Qualities That Men Look For in Women. Made a couple of phone calls, and it said you should talk about that. Because when it comes to dating, marriage, or whatever the case may be, there's a quality factor that comes into play. And what do I mean by a quality factor? You just can't marry any and everybody. You just can't get into a relationship with any and everybody. You have to set your limitations. The quality, not quantity, but quality. I said, I should address that on the show. Because when it comes to the quality, or when it comes to dating, and you're asking an individual, whoever it is you are, what is it that you bring to the table? That should be the first. It's not about how much you make. It's not about who you are, what you have. But as an individual, as a person, can you bring peace to a relationship? Can you bring love, support, loyalty, all of those basic things? So I went on Essence, and this is what Essence said. Honesty. Real men respect an honest woman. In fact, they yearn for one. A woman that possesses the ability to be open-minded and honest about who she is, what she wants, what she needs, and can articulate how she feels. Like, whoa, okay. So when we're talking about honesty, men, when we're talking about honesty, women, even this says what men, the qualities that men look for in a woman, it goes both ways. Honesty. You have to be honest and open and clear about who you are and what you want, what you need. Empathy. Knowing how to take responsibility and knowing when to say I'm wrong. Leave your pride and your ego at the door. Once again, this goes for men and women. Even though Essence says what the qualities that men look for in the women, women look for the same qualities in men as well. Empathy. Acceptance. We all want to be accepted somehow, some way. However that may be. Whether if it's accept me for who I am, my past. We all have flaws. But it takes a person that's open-minded and that's willing to accept you and say, hey, what can we do together? Trustworthy. Can you be trustworthy? All of these things we're looking up, all these things, trustworthy. Can I trust you? Can I trust you with my heart? Can I trust you with all that I have? Goal-driven. A woman that is goal-driven is a plus, because that shows that she plans her work and works her plan. Men love a woman that is goal-driven. A homemaker. To me, like, the homemaker for me is a woman that is able to keep her house in order. Husband and wife are a team. What can we do to keep our home in order? Supportive. Every man needs a supportive woman. Every woman needs a supportive man. All of these things, all of these qualities and these things here, if you ever sit back and look at today, it's not like it used to be. Relationships were not like it used to be. Down to earth. Can you be down to earth? Have fun. Enjoy life. A firm foundation. Can a man build a firm foundation with you? As a woman, are you willing to do your part to build a firm foundation? Here's the thing. When it comes down to it, kings and queens, when it comes down to it, I understand Essence and these other platforms. They may have their theory. But we also have to be careful and use wisdom when it comes to who's in our ear gate. What are we listening to? Who are we listening to? My thing is, all this stuff here, this is what they say. Follow your heart. We all gonna make mistakes. Mistakes are to be made. But we also have to learn from it. And here at the King's table, this is what I'm saying. Hear me out. Men, when we look back and we have that time of reflection, this is the time that we need to reposition ourselves, reevaluate ourselves. Now, I just read what Essence says. I don't go by what magazines say. I don't go by what media say. I don't go by what other people say. I go by what Elohim say. The true person is yourself. And when you sit back and you look at self and you evaluate your rights and your wrongs, then and only then you make up that decision to do better, be better. And if you have unfinished business in your past, it is up to you to get that taken care of in order to move forward in your future. Everybody has their theory about relationships. Everybody has their quotes, their opinions. My thing is, look within self. Like I always tell people, and I will continue to tell people, do your research, ask questions, then make a choice. When you're able to do those three things, then and only then will you are able to get the answers that you need. It's just as simple as that. Never be afraid to ask questions. Never be afraid to make the move. Never be afraid to go after what you want. Never be afraid to state what you need. But also, be that person that can back it up as well. If you can't bring peace, love, support, and the true identity of who you are to the table, then your relationship was fake from the get-go. Accountability, that's another thing. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm wrong, let me fix it. I'm not here to take up all your time, kings and queens. Just something I wanted to share because I received the email. I'm looking, I'm researching as I build this wonderful platform here. I don't have my ginger tea, but it's all good because it's nothing but good vibes. And that's not only who I am, but what my show's about. Good vibes with no judgment. And I welcome all to the King's table. When I say let's talk about it, let's talk about it. I just signed up with Yardstream. I'm going to have some guests. We're going to have some real fun as well. There's going to be more awesome music playing in the background because I gotta have my music. My job is to continue to motivate you. That's it. Bring the best out of you. And I want to know, I want to hear. We all have a story to tell. We've all been through some things. But I will say this. Elohim brought us through. And he will continue to bring us through. As long as we continue to look to him and give him the honor, the glory, and praise, he will push us through. Don't never let nobody tell you what you cannot do or who you will not be. I give honor and glory and praise to Elohim, the Most High. We're all learning. Let's learn together. We are all growing. Let's grow together. We all praise. Let's praise and worship together and serve together. Look where you've been. Just because you've been somewhere, that's not where you're always going to be. Because where you've been is a setup, or should I say, put you in the right position for who you've become and what you will do in the near future. Success is yours. Don't blink. And I'm out. One love. Shalom.